Yeah, I find potbelly pigs very tricky, but here's where I might start. I would start to find out what I can't use. So, swine are a major food animal species, and that does include the potbelly pigs. So it says I cannot use fluoroquinolones or enrofloxacin extra label use at all. So I can follow the label, but I can't go extra label use. And I don't see carprofen on the list any place here. So that one seems to still be legal, but I want to check on the enrofloxacin. So then I'll go to approved drugs and see what I can do here. So I particularly want to know about enrofloxacin in swine of all types. And I can use it IM or sub-Q for swine respiratory diseases and colibacillosis. So if my potbelly pig happens to have one of those, I could actually use it IM or sub-Q for those diseases, but I cannot go off label. So that means I would have to follow this dose and cannot treat another disease like a skin condition using enrofloxacin. So boss is okay as long as that's what he's treating. And I'll just skip ahead to say carprofen isn't in there. And if I want to see if there's any recommended drug withdrawal for carprofen, there is no carprofen listed. So I can try one more thing, and that would be using the search function on the site. And that gives me some ads and extra label use of non-steroidals in cattle, and some withdrawal calculators, and some poultry stuff. So I might want to explore those, but right now it looks like I would need to follow ELDU for the carprofen. So we're going to go back to that and have a quick look at the calculator. So we know we can't do this for the enrofloxacin, but for the carprofen. So if we answer these questions, does a drug labeled for food animals exist that has the needed active ingredient, is in the proper dosage form, is labeled, and is clinically effective? So we have flunixin-meglumine, and it is approved for IM use in swine, but this pig is not a great candidate for IM use, and IM use does have side effects. So we're going to say no because we don't have the proper dosage form. Is there a drug approved for food animals that could be used in an extra label manner? So you can actually give flunixin-meglumine orally. So this would probably be our best bet, would be to use flunixin orally, but it is not labeled for that, so we could say no, potentially. And is there a drug approved for non-food animals or humans that could be used in extra label? And that would be our carprofen. Is there adequate scientific information available to look for an extended withdrawal interval? Right now I'm not seeing that. We can look further, but the drug must not be used then. So we back to be our oral flunixin, or the treated animal must not enter the food supply. So we could use carprofen. If the animal is not going to enter the food supply, we'd be better off using flunixin-meglumine given orally instead of IM.